What's up, y'all? If their camera is shaky, it's because I just got done working out. But today I'm going to do a combo tutorial on this combo right here. All it is the combo that I usually do from the ice pick grip. And so you can start it with this, but I don't really feel like teaching you that. So really I'm just going to show how you would do it just from like the regular ice pick grip. Any way that you can get there, you can do an aerial or a shortstop like I just did. And you want to make sure that the blade is facing towards you like that, because when you roll it over, you want to be on the safe side. So here's what the tutorial looks like, or here's what the combo looks like. All right, that's it. I do it all the time. You guys have probably seen it a gazillion times. Wow, look at that. Dropped it literally for no reason. I wasn't even doing any tricks. Also, shout out to the Nimbus Volt, man. Look. It's like crazy how this thing has stayed intact. But anyways, so yeah. So the first part of the trick, oh wow, look at that. Chips. I'll pick that up later. But chips, yeah. So first part is a rollover over the thumb. It looks like this, right? But here's where it gets kind of weird. Now, most of you probably know the thumb rollover. Sorry about the wind, by the way. I'm like really close to the storage unit so I can like shield some of it. So most of you probably know the thumb rollover. That's the easy part. But what's different about this one is the way that I finish the rollover. Traditionally, you would catch it like this, and then that kind of finishes it, or however else you want to combo into it. But with mine, you actually go into a special type of catch that looks like this. Okay, so all it is the traditional type of catch. Man, stupid ass chips. The traditional type of catch that you would do, where you catch it like this, but these two fingers are going to be behind. They're going to be kind of like tucked into your hand. And so what that'll look like is this, right? And so now you have a 3-finger grip where you have your thumb and your pointer and your middle finger on the balisong, and these 2 fingers are behind. And the reason why you do that is so that you can, once it gets here, you want to push, and you'll end up in the position for the Z choker. Now the thing about this is, like, here's what it looks like when you, probably the first time you're going to do it, it's going to look a little weird. It'll probably look like this, right? But really, you want to try to get that rotation as soon as you can. So, like, let's say I roll it over. As soon as I feel it touch this finger, because this is the safe side, so it can touch the finger. As soon as I feel it touch this finger, I'm going to actually start the rotation. It all happens so fast. But if you want it to look smooth, you got to have it like that, see? And a lot of people have asked me about this specific trick in the past. Mailman. And that's why I sort of like am doing this one. But yeah, so you want to, so let's go over what we've got so far. So you're in the ice pick grip, you roll it over the thumb, let it touch these 2 fingers, come into here, these 2 fingers are behind, you push with these fingers. As soon as you start to feel it, you push. The sooner you can get this off, the better. Now the next step is the Z choker, and it's not the Z choker. There's a few types of ways you can do it. You can do the Z choker. Let me get into position for it. You can do it into the grip, right? You can do the ice pick one, but the one that I'm doing is literally just rolling it out. And I really learned this from Balisong Sam. That's like the guy who I watched really kind of popularize that style of Z choker. See? But really, it's the easiest one of the 3. So all you're gonna do is you want to let this handle fall a little bit. And really, this is a trick you should already know, but if you want a quick tutorial, I'll do a quick tutorial. You let this handle fall, and you're gonna twist the knife with these 2 fingers. Twist it. And so if you do that simultaneously, it'll look like this, right? And it does a little rotation, and you end up here with these 2 fingers like this. So now you got your middle finger on top. These chips, man, get out of here. You got your middle finger on top and your pointer finger on the bottom. Now here's where it gets a little tricky. Also too, you would be on this side. So this is how you finish off the Z choker. As soon as you fully roll it out and the rotation finishes, what I do is I turn it around like this, right? I turn it around and I put my thumb in the position where my pointer finger is. So it's like a swap like that. And I'll put a slow-mo at the start of the video if I haven't put it already, so that you can kind of see what happens. But so yeah, I put it like that, and then now I'm in position for an aerial, right? An aerial, and the thumb helps me kind of stabilize it and get a better throw. And in this particular scenario, I'm going to throw a scissor. Now, if you guys don't know the scissor, it's a pretty hard trick to just know right off the bat. So you want to be able to do it already. But if you want a tutorial, I'll teach you right here. And there's a few ways to finish off the scissor. But the way that I do it in this one usually is I will do the twirl scissor. So there's a scissor where you can catch it. Whoa. There's a scissor where you can catch it. There's a scissor where you can catch it and just do a chaplain. So catch it here and then chaplain. But there's also one where you can twirl up, right? So the one that I do is the twirl usually if I want to get this combo clean. And the reason why I do it is it sets up this next part right here, which I learned that from balisong flipping. Not that anybody like balisong Sam or balisong and flipping invented these tricks, but this is just my influences in case you guys were wondering. So yeah, so sorry if I'm rambling a bit. So roll it here, push with these fingers, get in position for the Z choker, roll it out, put the thumb here, throw the aerial, and this is where we end up with the scissor. When you catch the scissor, you're going to do essentially the same type of motion that would do a full twirl. So you throw it up, and this finger, your ring finger, is going to come in and basically replace the pointer finger. So you come up, and then now you're in this type of position like this, where you have your ring finger and your middle finger on the balisong, and you're going to do a outward rotation like that. So outward like that. So just practice that motion. It's just a twist of the wrist. See my wrist kind of turning? Because you come up here off the scissor. So when you finish the scissor, look, I'll show you. Right? You finish here kind of. And then you flick it down and to the left. So down to the left. Down to the left. You want to think about making like almost like a backwards L. And then as soon as you come here and this handle kind of comes in, see how it's kind of coming that way? That's whenever you're going to take your middle finger, your pointer finger, and you're going to put it right here. So now you're gripping the knife with just your pointer finger and your middle finger, right? And so now that momentum, see, this is the same handle that was swinging around earlier. See, that momentum is going to bring it around. You push your arm towards the left, push your arm towards the left, turn your wrist up, and go into a chaplain. And that's pretty much the finishing of it. So let's kind of go over it one more time because there's a lot of intricate little things. Also too, actually, no, I'll mention that later. But okay, so first things first, we find ourselves in the ice pick grip. It's a rollover over the thumb. We catch it with 2 fingers and the thumb, the top 2 fingers and the thumb, let it close, and then we're gonna take these bottom 2 fingers and push it. Now we're in position for the Z choker. We hit that Z choker, but we only just finish it off with these 2 fingers. We don't do a catch. And then we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna rotate it out like we're gonna do an exaggerated aerial toss, but we're gonna replace the thumb with the pointer finger. So boom, we're gonna throw it up, scissor, oops, and that would've cut me. But yeah, let me get back to the position I was in. Throw it up, scissor. When we catch the scissor, we're gonna bring it up, replace that pointer finger with this ring finger right here, bring it up, remember? And now we're in this position almost like the full twirl. We're gonna bring it back down, come to the left. When we come to the left, we're gonna replace that ring finger with the pointer finger. So down to the left, pointer finger replace, and then we're gonna bring our wrist up and chaplain. So that's it in its totality. And I guess I can do it one more time so you can kind of see what it would look like all together. So that's it. Really, people have been asking me to do a tutorial. I always have trouble because I don't know how much of the trick I should teach and how much I should focus on the other aspects of it, like the you know, the combos and how to combo them together. But I figure that was pretty good. If you guys have any specifics, leave the questions down in the comment. I'll try to go over it best I can. If you really have trouble with it, you can always shoot me a message on Instagram. And you can just hit me with that, hey, I have trouble with the tutorial that you did, and send me what you're doing, and I'll try to see if I can't diagnose what's going on with it. But yeah, really the biggest part to remember is going to be that 1, finishing off the Z choker here, and 2, obviously getting in position for it. So this is the weirdest part of it right here, is this little catch, turn, and that, right? So that's going to be the more difficult part. So well, I hope you guys can learn this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And let me know if you have any critiques or if you have anything that you want me to do in the future, any combos, anything like that. And I'll try to cover them to the best of my abilities, all right? But if that's all, then I'm going to go ahead and say, rock on, y'all.